So guys, hi, welcome to the part 2 of our pant trouser video. The first video was the cutting only, and this is the sewing video. So if it was a plain pant trouser without a pocket, we would have just take the front and the back and run a straight stitch. But here we'll fit in the pocket first. Pick the pocket, put it on the straight side of the front, the right side of the fabric, and make a 7 inches stitch down. Take your tape, measure 7 inches and stitch it down as you see me doing here. So you run it to 7 inches, push it inside, stitch it a bit and take it out. Then this time we top stitch, because this side of the trouser will be showing, this side of the pocket will be showing. So you place it on the machine and run a stitch on top of it, a very neat stitch, because whatever you stitch here will show on the outside. Push the things under, the excess under, push it to the pocket side, not to the trouser side, to avoid swelling. So after running the top stitch, it's time to flip the pocket, fold it the other way around towards the side that you stitched. The other side of the pocket is coming towards the side that you stitched. Then we introduce the back of our pants. That back of the pants will be stitched on top of the beginning of the trouser, the waist. You stitch it a bit, half an inch. Then avoid the front trouser, the part that you top stitched, put it inside, push it inside. Then you will now stitch the back of the trouser. That back of the trouser will be attached to the other pocket you just folded, not the one you've top stitched before. That one has already been attached to the front. So place it on the machine and run a stitch from the beginning. After taking half an inch, push it inside, push the front you've top stitched already, put it inside. Then sew the back of the trouser to the pockets, the empty pockets there lying on the machine. Push the front inside to avoid stitching it mistakenly so it doesn't close. Then when you run it down to that 7 inches you measured earlier, remember that 7 inches, you now push in the extra of the pocket, push it in and run a straight stitch down to the end of the trouser as you see me doing. Remember, after stitching the beginning to the 7 inches, push in the edge of the down of the pocket, take a straight stitch down till the edge of our trouser as you can see. Yeah, so now that we're done stitching, taking that straight stitch, we're done with the pocket, the first pocket. So what you do now is close the down. This is the part you pushed in earlier. You put it on the machine and close it down till the last part. Yeah, so now that we are done with the pocket side, as you can see, you turn it up, flip it out, see how neat it is under. Make sure it's neat. If it's not neat inside this place, it means you stitched it wrongly. Now let's take our darts. Remember when we were cutting, we took 4 inches dart at the front and 5 inches dart at the back. So this is the front, we're taking 4 in from the front of our trouser, the side front, center front, not side, sorry. Center front, measure 4 inches inside. But in this case we are taking 5 because we will sew 1 inch outside. If you take 4 after sewing, you will end up having 3. That's why you see me taking 5 in, so that after sewing I'll have 4. 5 in, 4 down for front. That's what you can see there. But if it's the back, 5 in, 5 down. 5 inches in, 5 inches downwards, and make sure it's straight. Use a chalk to mark it out so that your hands will be straight. If it's not straight, don't be afraid to lose it and do it again until you get it. That's the back, and now we'll go to the front. The same thing that was done in the back, but this time we're taking 4 inches, 5 inches in, 4 inches down for the front. That, as you can see me doing. Yeah, so we're done taking the front and back darts for the first leg. We did the pocket fixing. Now you take the pocket and stitch it down to the front, attach it to the front. Both legs we're running, we're working on the front pocket. The front will be attached to the pocket. So everything we did before for the first leg we worked on will be repeated at this other leg. The 7 inches for pocket fixing, the turning it over for the top stitching, the attaching it to the back leg, and the running down of the straight stitch. The only difference we'll be having with this other leg is we won't attach the upper part of the trouser the way we did the front. We will attach it to the pocket immediately. As you can see, the front has been attached to the pocket, but the pocket is left open. As you can see, that's where I put my hand, that's the pocket. But this other back side that is supposed to be attached to the back trouser, watch me put it together. This is how you're supposed to run it down like we did for the other leg, but we won't do that here because this is the side you fix your zip. So you introduce your zip, but we're not fixing it yet. So introduce your zip, take your tape and take 9 inches. Remember, from your waist to where your zip is supposed to stop is 9 inches. So when you measure that 9 inches, hold it together and take a straight stitch down. Just leave that upper part first. We will need to fix our band, the trouser band, before we attach the zip. So this is me taking the straight stitch down. So this is the zip part where the zip is supposed to be attached, the 9 inches we took, but we're not doing that yet. We're done with the attaching of the pocket to the front and to the other side. Now what we'll do, introduce the front of your trouser and the back, put them together and run a straight stitch down on the front, that center front where that curve is. As you can see me running it down, that's what you do. The both front stitched together, the both back stitched together. Yeah, so after running down the front, the same thing you did on the front, see how neat it is. Take the back, run it down to put them together and take a stitch down too. Yeah, as you can see. So after joining the front and the back part, as you can see, you now raise up the trouser. The front is ready, the back is ready, just the sides of that had the zip, that's the part we've not done. So now open the trouser, the leg of the trouser, you see that in that place we call the flap. Put them together, make sure the stitch is equally placed, as you can see me doing. Arrange it so that the stitch will be equal. Then place it on the machine and run a straight stitch down on the left leg and on the right leg. Remember, you need to fold it in under to make it neat before you iron with your gum stay. So take a stitch down, as you can see me doing. Yeah, then when it gets to that end, this end part, you stop, open it a bit so that you can fold it in. If you run it down, it will be difficult for you to fold in neatly. So this is what you do, as you see me doing. Fold it in and take a stitch round the both legs before you go and iron with the hemming gum. So yeah, so now that we're done folding in the leg of our trouser, you introduce your band and a gum stay, a hard gum stay. I didn't have hard gum stay, I had to use paper stay. Take the gumming part, the part that has the gum, place it on the bad side of the fabric and iron. Then that part we folded, the leg of our trouser, that's the down part of our trouser. Place a hemming gum on it, fold it. Remember when we were cutting, we took 2 inches for folding. So the inches you took while you were cutting, that's what you take here to avoid your trouser jumping up. Me, I took 2, so whatever I'm folding will not exceed that line. So you place your hemming gum, you fold the trouser and iron. So we're done ironing the hemmings of our trouser with our hemming gum. The next thing we do is finish up the sewing. Remember, we stopped sewing because we needed to iron the hemming. So we'll now finish what was left. So yeah, we're done with that. We'll now move to the crotch part. This crotch, remember we've sewn the both legs. What we'll do now is to make a stitch from the front of the trouser to the back of the trouser. Place it on your machine. That line that is coming from the front of the trouser, you take that straight line down to the back of the trouser, as you can see me doing here. Make sure it's properly arranged to avoid squeezing on that crotch part. So after that, we'll now fix our band. Introduce your band. The band we ironed. It's a 2-inch band. The first thing we do is to make a stitch for that 2-inch, because what I cut is bigger than 2-inch, obviously. I left some sewing allowance on it. So I'll run a stitch down, a 2-inch stitch down. Then when I'm now attaching it to the trouser, I'll follow that straight line that I stitched while stitching the band. Now that we're done taking the 2-inch stitch, you cut off the excess and attach it to the trouser, starting from that zipper allowance. Remember, it's only the part that will fix zip that is left open, so that's where you start fixing your band from. Thank you guys for watching to this point. At this point, if you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly do that. Please, please, please like, comment and subscribe. Yeah, so after fixing the band, the next step is to fix our zip. I just used a pin to secure the zip down so that it doesn't stress me, it doesn't start dangling up and down. So after securing it with a pin, I'll take it on the machine and then stitch it down. And after stitching, this is basically the last part of the trouser. After fixing the zip, the band is fixed, the crotch is fixed, you've ironed your hems, the hemmings of the trouser, the down. That's basically all. And then the trouser is ready. If you don't know how to fix zip, I'll make another video on how to fix a zipper. Invisible zip and the normal zip. This is the normal zip. I didn't use invisible for this one. And then basically we're done with our pants. Thank you so much for watching to this point. I am really, really grateful. So I'm going to wear the trousers so you see what we made. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate. I hope you like our video. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't done that already. Let us know what you'd like us to do on our next video. Bye.